Hello, my friends. It's me, from your future. Today, I want to speak to the one who feels different, the one who has been set apart, the one who sometimes wonders why life feels heavier than everyone else's. There's something about being chosen, something about being set apart for a purpose greater than yourself that people don't always understand. It comes with a weight most will never have to carry. And if you're hearing these words, if you've ever felt this weight, know this: you are not alone, even when it feels like you are. The chosen ones, those destined for something higher, walk a path that most cannot comprehend. It is a road less traveled. It is a path that often requires solitude, patience, and relentless faith. When God calls you, He doesn't send you down an easy road. He doesn't place you in the middle of the crowd where you can blend in, be comfortable, or go unnoticed. No, He pulls you out. He sets you apart. And that separation, my friend, it can feel like isolation. It can feel like loneliness. It can feel like rejection. It can feel like you don't belong anywhere. But let me tell you something today. You were never meant to belong where you were called to lead. Being chosen carries a heavy burden. It means you see things differently. It means you hear things others don't. It means the vision inside you, the fire that burns in your spirit, sets you on a course that others can't understand. You'll try to explain it, and they'll look at you like you're speaking another language. You'll try to bring them with you, but often they won't want to go. And that's where the pain begins. Because being chosen doesn't just separate you from the world, it often separates you from the people you love. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've had moments where you felt completely alone, wondering why no one understands you. You sat in rooms full of people, yet felt like an outsider. You've been surrounded by friends and family and still felt emptiness inside because deep down, you know you were meant for something else. But here's what you need to understand. That feeling isn't a mistake. That loneliness isn't an accident. It is a sign that God is doing something in you that He is not doing in everyone else. When you are chosen, you cannot live like everybody else. You cannot think like everybody else. You cannot move like everybody else. That's why you don't fit in. That's why you struggle to relate. It's not that something is wrong with you, it's that something is different about you. God has placed something inside of you that requires separation, because what is building in you requires focus, discipline, obedience, and the ability to let go of the need to be understood. Some of the greatest men and women of God were isolated before they were elevated. Look at Moses, raised in Pharaoh's house, but not truly one of them. Called to lead his people, but rejected by them at first. Look at Joseph, given a dream, but sold by his own brothers. Look at David, anointed as king, but sent back to the fields repeatedly. The pattern is clear. Before the chosen ones can step into their destiny, they must endure the loneliness that comes with being set apart. That loneliness breaks you. It humbles you. It brings you to your knees, but that breaking is necessary. God must strip away everything not meant to go with you, the relationships meant for a season, the habits that no longer serve your purpose, the distractions that keep you from hearing His voice. All must be removed. Sometimes the only way He can do that is by pulling you away from everything and everyone you thought you needed. I know it's hard. I know there are nights you ask, why me? Why such a heavy burden? I know there are moments you feel like giving up, thinking, maybe I'm not strong enough for this. But today, hear this. You are built for this. You were chosen for this. And if God called you to it, He will give you the strength to carry it. Loneliness is not the end of your story. It is the beginning. It is the refining fire that purifies your purpose. It is the space where God speaks the clearest. It is the preparation ground for something far greater than you can imagine. So don't fight it. Don't resist it. Embrace it. Because when the time comes, when God says it's time to step into the fullness of your calling, you will look back and realize that the loneliness wasn't loneliness at all. It was God walking with you, shaping you, preparing you, so that when He finally sends you out, you will be ready. Rejection has a way of cutting deep. It shakes your soul. You step out in faith, believing people will see what God has placed in you, believing they will support you, stand by your side, and honor the calling. But instead, they walk away. They dismiss you. And that pain doesn't just touch your heart, it shakes your very soul. But rejection is not punishment. It is preparation. It is not God saying you are not enough. It is God saying you are being set apart. Too often, we take rejection personally. We see it as a sign we failed, that we are unworthy. But when God allows rejection in your life, it's because He is redirecting you, protecting you, ensuring you do not settle for something beneath your calling. Look at Joseph. His brothers rejected him, sold him into slavery. He had dreams, visions of God's plan, but before stepping into that destiny, he had to endure rejection. If his brothers had accepted him, he would have stayed where he was. But God had a greater plan, and He used that very rejection to position Joseph for his destiny. Sometimes the people you expect to support you are the ones who push you away. They won't understand your vision, won't see what you see. You may be tempted to shrink yourself, lower your calling just to be accepted. But God didn't call you to be accepted. He called you to be set apart, to rise above, to stand where others refuse to stand. Rejection is not something to fear. It is something to embrace. When you are rejected, don't waste time chasing those who don't see your value. Don't cry over doors that have closed. If God allowed the door to shut, it means He has something greater in store. You may not see it now. You may not understand it in the moment. But if you trust Him, keep walking, keep believing, you will come to realize that every rejection was a step toward a greater yes. Some of you are still holding the pain of rejection, replaying the words, letting opinions define your worth. But your value is not determined by those who reject you. Your calling is not canceled because someone didn't believe. If God called you, that is all the confirmation you need. No amount of rejection can stop what He has planned. Shift your perspective. Rejection is not a loss. It is a sign God is moving in your life. He is closing doors that need to be closed, removing people who cannot go where you are going, ensuring that when you step into your destiny, you are surrounded by the right people in the right place at the right time.
There is a season in your life where it feels like the world is against you, where every step forward seems to bring a new challenge, a new test of your faith. The breaking you are experiencing, the isolation you feel, the rejection that pierces your heart, all of it is necessary. It is the fire that refines the gold inside you. Every tear you shed is a drop of preparation. Every sleepless night a step toward the destiny God has ordained for you. When God sets someone apart, He doesn't just prepare them for success, He prepares them for battle. He prepares them to endure what others cannot endure, to stand where others fall, to hold faith when everything around them seems lost. The enemy recognizes purpose when he sees it. That is why the attacks have been relentless. That is why every betrayal, every disappointment, every closed door feels like an intentional strike against you. But understand this, the enemy does not waste time on those without purpose. The struggles, the battles, the trials, they are confirmation. They are proof that something extraordinary is forming inside of you. The very obstacles that seem designed to destroy you are, in reality, building you into someone who can carry the weight of a higher calling. Think of Joseph. His own brothers betrayed him. He was sold into slavery, falsely accused, thrown into a prison where hope seemed distant. Yet every step of that painful journey was orchestrated by God to position him for the throne he would one day inherit. Nothing Joseph endured was wasted. Every insult, every tear, every moment of doubt prepared him for the moment when God's plan would unfold. You too are in such a process. Right now, it might feel like you are in a pit, like the world has abandoned you, like no one sees your struggle or understands your vision. But these moments are not punishment. They are preparation. They are God's way of refining your character, strengthening your resolve, and ensuring that when the time comes for elevation, you are unshakable. The breaking is not just about removal of comfort. It is also about the removal of people, habits, and things that no longer serve your purpose. Relationships that were meant for a season may end. Opportunities that seemed promising may close. The distractions, the attachments, the unnecessary noise, all are stripped away. And though it may hurt, know that this is necessary. God is clearing the space for what is meant to fill your life next. Even the greatest leaders faced crushing seasons. Moses, raised in Pharaoh's palace, was called into the wilderness, separated from all he knew, forced to shepherd sheep in isolation. David, anointed as king, spent years in the wilderness, hiding, hunted, misunderstood, and betrayed by those he trusted. Every moment of pain was shaping them, preparing them to carry out their divine purpose. You too are in such a process. Right now, it might feel like you are in a pit, like the world has abandoned you, like no one sees your struggle or understands your vision. But these moments are not punishment. They are preparation. They are God's way of refining your character, strengthening your resolve, and ensuring that when the time comes for elevation, you are unshakable. The breaking is not just about removal of comfort. It is also about the removal of people, habits, and things that no longer serve your purpose. Relationships that were meant for a season may end. Opportunities that seemed promising may close. The distractions, the attachments, the unnecessary noise, all are stripped away. And though it may hurt, know that this is necessary. God is clearing the space for what is meant to fill your life next. Even the greatest leaders faced crushing seasons. Moses, raised in Pharaoh's palace, was called into the wilderness, separated from all he knew, forced to shepherd sheep in isolation. David, anointed as king, spent years in the wilderness, hiding, hunted, misunderstood, and betrayed by those he trusted. Every moment of pain was shaping them, preparing them to carry out their divine purpose. Sometimes it feels as though the world has conspired against you, as if God has forgotten you, as if every prayer goes unanswered. But this is precisely when faith becomes crucial. Faith does not mean understanding. Faith means trusting the process when the process is invisible. Faith means walking forward even when the road is rough, when doors remain closed, when opportunities seem absent. The breaking will push you to your limits. It will test your patience, your endurance, your commitment. You will face betrayal, disappointment, isolation. People you thought would support you will walk away. Circumstances will challenge every belief you hold. But each of these trials serves a purpose. Each is designed to strengthen your spirit, to refine your mind, to deepen your reliance on God. Do not resent the process. Do not view it as punishment. Instead, see it as preparation, a necessary step toward the greatness that has been written over your life. The wilderness you are walking through is not a place of abandonment, but a place of formation. It is where character is built, where resilience is forged, where the foundation of destiny is laid. Every lonely night, every tear, every moment of despair is molding you into someone capable of carrying your calling. The fire may feel harsh, the pressure unbearable, but it is in this environment that greatness is born. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Gold is refined in fire. Olive oil only flows when the olive is crushed. And your purpose, your calling, your destiny can only be revealed through the breaking. You may not understand why the road is so hard. You may question why doors close, why relationships fail, why blessings seem delayed. But God's timing is perfect. The delay is not denial. The rejection is not failure. Every no you encounter, every closed door, every setback is a setup for something greater. Trust that the process is orchestrated with precision. The chosen ones are never shielded from pain. They are trained through it. They are strengthened in it. They are refined by it. And when the time comes, when God finally elevates you, nothing in this world will be able to shake you. Nothing will be able to undo the preparation that has taken place. You will emerge unshakable, wise, and ready to carry the weight of your calling with authority and grace. This is why isolation is often a part of the journey. It is why rejection feels personal and why hardships seem relentless. It is because what is forming in you cannot coexist with what is not meant to go with you. Relationships, habits, distractions, they are removed so that your focus can be undivided, your heart can be refined, and your spirit can be fortified. Even when the path seems lonely, even when you feel misunderstood, remember you are not alone. God walks with you, shapes you, and prepares you in the hidden place. And when the time comes for you to step fully into your destiny, you will see that every trial was necessary, every struggle essential, every lonely moment a vital part of the process. Some of the greatest triumphs in history came after periods of intense breaking. Before the victory, there was pain. Before the promotion, there was humility. Before the crown, there was crushing. And the same principle applies to you. The weight you carry, the battles you fight, the nights you endure, they are all forging a strength within you that nothing can undo. When rejection comes, do not despair. When doors close, do not give up. When people fail to see your vision, do not shrink yourself. Stand tall, hold your head high, keep walking, keep believing, keep trusting. Every obstacle, every trial, every moment of doubt is an instrument of preparation, honing you, shaping you, guiding you toward the destiny that has been written for you long before you were born.
There is a fire that forges greatness, and it is not a gentle flame. It is relentless. It is consuming. It challenges everything you thought you were, everything you believed you could endure, and everything you assumed life would give you. Every battle, every setback, every lonely moment is not a punishment. It is a test. It is a training ground for the purpose God has placed within you. You will encounter people who doubt you, people who speak against you, people who try to diminish your vision or make your calling seem impossible. You will face betrayal from the ones you trust most. You will experience rejection in places where you expected acceptance. And yet it is all part of the preparation. The higher your calling, the more intense the trials. The more extraordinary your destiny, the heavier the burdens you were asked to carry. Think about David. Before he became king, he was a shepherd boy tending sheep in isolation, unrecognized by his own family, and repeatedly tested by life's challenges. He had the anointing on his life, but he still needed the process. He had to endure every trial, every obstacle, and every moment of misunderstanding to be refined into the leader he was destined to become. And you too are in such a season. You are being molded, shaped, and strengthened by the very hardships you wish were gone. The losses you have suffered are not wasted. The betrayals you have endured are not meaningless. The doors that have closed are not final. Every tear, every moment of heartache, every time you have felt isolated, it has been constructing the foundation for your ultimate purpose. The process is not quick. It is not convenient. It is not easy. It is designed to stretch you beyond what you think is possible, to teach you to rely not on comfort, but on faith, to show you that the source of your strength is not in human approval, but in divine calling. Every step you take in faith, even when unseen, even when misunderstood, is a step toward the destiny that has been written for you. Rejection is not your enemy. Loneliness is not your enemy. Failure is not your enemy. They are all instruments in God's hands, used to refine your character, purify your motives, and fortify your spirit. They are reminders that your journey is unlike anyone else's, that your calling is unique, and that what is being built in you requires a level of strength, focus, and perseverance most will never experience. Remember Joseph. Before he rose to Pharaoh's right hand, before he stepped into the position God had prepared for him, he endured betrayal by his own brothers, slavery, and imprisonment. Everything in his life seemed to crumble, but everything was falling into place. The trials were training him, the rejections were refining him, the isolation was focusing him. And when the time came, he was not just ready, he was equipped to handle the magnitude of his calling. The same principle applies to you. God's preparation cannot be rushed. The breaking, the testing, the trials, they are all part of the perfect timing. They are necessary to strip away pride, complacency, dependency on others, and anything that cannot carry the weight of your destiny. It will be painful. It will be lonely. You will question your worth, your purpose, your ability to continue. But the endurance you develop in these moments is invaluable. The resilience you build will become your armor. The faith you strengthen will become your compass. And when God calls you to step into your destiny, you will walk forward unshakable, confident, and fully equipped. Do not resent the process. Do not wish it away. Do not look for shortcuts. Every hardship, every moment of loneliness, every rejection you face is working for you, not against you. They are shaping you into the person you were always meant to be. They are creating within you a strength that cannot be borrowed, a courage that cannot be given, and a purpose that cannot be shaken. Even Jesus, the Son of God, faced rejection, betrayal, and isolation. He was misunderstood, mocked, and despised by those he came to save. Yet he endured every trial with unwavering faith and obedience. If Jesus had to walk that path, know that your journey will also require endurance, patience, and trust. Your calling is greater than comfort. Your purpose is higher than ease, and your destiny requires trials that will stretch you beyond what you think you can handle. But here is the promise. Every struggle, every lonely night, every rejection you endure is part of the preparation. It is shaping you, strengthening you, and positioning you for something extraordinary. So when the battle feels too heavy, when the loneliness feels unbearable, when the doors seem closed forever, remember that God is working behind the scenes. He is orchestrating every detail, guiding every step, and ensuring that nothing is wasted. Your struggles are not accidents. Your pain is not meaningless. Every moment is a thread in the tapestry of your purpose. The chosen ones will always face opposition. They will always face rejection. They will always walk roads that others cannot understand. But they will also be equipped with strength beyond measure, faith unshakable, and clarity of purpose. They will emerge victorious because the very trials that seemed impossible were instruments of divine preparation. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep trusting. The fire that burns in your spirit, the calling that sets you apart, the vision that drives you, all of it is real, all of it is necessary, and all of it is preparing you for the fulfillment of your destiny. Do not be discouraged. Do not give up. The trials are shaping you. The loneliness is refining you. The rejection is redirecting you. Every painful moment is part of a process designed to make you unshakable, powerful, and ready for the purpose God has destined for your life. The road you have walked has not been easy. The nights were long. The struggles were many. The loneliness was heavy. You have faced rejection, betrayal, and circumstances that seemed impossible. Yet, here you are. You have endured. You have survived. And more importantly, you have been shaped into someone who is ready for the calling that has been placed upon your life. Every tear you shed, every moment you felt misunderstood, every door that closed, every person who walked away, none of it was wasted. Each of those experiences has been an instrument in God's hands, used to prepare you for the destiny that was written long before you were born. The breaking was not the end. It was the beginning. The isolation was not punishment, it was preparation. And the rejection was not failure, it was redirection. Now is the time to stand tall. Now is the time to embrace your purpose with courage. The fire that once seemed unbearable has refined you. The trials that once felt endless have strengthened you. The lonely nights that once threatened to crush your spirit have taught you faith, resilience, and endurance. You are no longer the person you were when the process began.
You are stronger. You are wiser. You are unshakable. Look back for a moment. See how far you have come. Remember the moments when you wanted to give up, when the weight seemed too heavy, when the world seemed against you. And yet, you kept going. You did not quit. You did not surrender. And that perseverance has positioned you for victory. Victory does not come to those who are comfortable. It comes to those who are willing to walk through fire, to endure rejection, to face the impossible, and to trust the process when the outcome is unseen. Victory comes to the chosen ones, to those who understand that the struggles, the pain, and the loneliness are not signs of failure, but signs that God is shaping them for something greater. Every door that has closed was making space for the one that will open. Every person who left was making room for the ones who will stand beside you in your purpose. Every setback was preparing you for a comeback that will surpass every expectation. You are not just moving forward, you are stepping into a destiny that is extraordinary, divinely orchestrated, and unstoppable. Remember Joseph. Remember David. Remember Moses. They were tested, refined, and prepared in ways that seemed unfair, impossible, or even cruel. But when the time came, they rose to fulfill their purpose, and now it is your turn. The same principles that guided them, that shaped them, and that elevated them are at work in your life. Trust the process. Embrace the struggle. Honor the journey. The fire you walked through was necessary. The trials you endured were necessary. The lonely seasons you survived were necessary. They were not setbacks, they were set-ups for the fulfillment of your destiny. Do not fear rejection. Do not resent isolation. Do not be discouraged by hardship. Each challenge, each obstacle, and each painful moment has been building within you a strength that cannot be shaken, a faith that cannot be broken, and a courage that cannot be silenced. Step forward boldly, speak with authority, act with confidence. You were chosen for a reason. You were prepared for a purpose, and you are ready. Ready to embrace the calling that has defined your life, ready to walk the path that was set apart for you, ready to fulfill the destiny that has been written for you from the beginning. Your past does not define you. Your pain does not limit you. Your struggles have not been in vain. Every moment has been a thread in the tapestry of your life, woven with precision and purpose. And now you stand at the threshold of triumph, poised to step into the fullness of all that God has prepared for you. Rise up, stand firm, keep walking, keep trusting, keep believing. The chosen ones never quit, never compromise, and never settle. Your journey has made you unshakable, your preparation has made you unstoppable, and your purpose will make you extraordinary. The road ahead may still have challenges, but you are equipped to face them. You are strengthened to endure. You are ready to succeed. And when you look back one day, you will see that every struggle, every rejection, every lonely night, every heartbreak was not working against you, it was working for you. This is your moment. This is your season. This is your triumph. Step boldly into the destiny that has been calling you and live fully the life you were chosen to lead. Stay faithful, stay strong, stay committed, because your time has come and nothing can stop what God has planned for you.